Hi, good morning to you. 10:58 is the time. Here's a look at your weather. First 24-hour day planning forecast. Lots of sunshine today. It'll get windy later today. 85 the noon hour, 91 out there by 5 o'clock. 75 is your current temp. Coming up, big old windbag, cool as a cucumber, and the weekend forecast. Now your news.
We begin with two breaking stories this midday. First of all, a deal between the Culinary and Bartenders Union with the Las Vegas Hilton. Members of the local 226 and 165 overwhelmingly accepted the collective bargaining agreement, which will last 5 years.
And we have more breaking news out of California. Amazing pictures of several homes in La Jolla. A sinkhole opening up a road, swallowing several homes. More than 100 emergency crews rushed to the scene just hours ago, evacuating residents and working to try to save those homes. So far, no word of any injuries, but look at this mess. We will give you updates on the situation as soon as they become available. Our local top story here in Southern Nevada this morning, former Clark County Commissioner Lynette Boggs back in court today, facing a number of felony charges. If convicted, she could spend up to 20 years in prison.
Yeah, let's go live now to Kimberly Terry, who is at the Regional Justice Center with more. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning. Lynette Boggs pled not guilty to all of the charges against her this morning. By her side, GABRIEL GRASSO, who she has retained as counsel. He's also the attorney representing O.J. Simpson. At her last hearing, Boggs asked the court for a public defender and was denied. That's when Boggs went to GRASSO for representation. Boggs faces felony perjury and false document charges. The former Clark County Commissioner is accused of not living in the district she represented and paying a nanny with funds raised for her unsuccessful re-election bid a year ago.
She's holding up well. She's I guess the term I would use is defiant with respect to defending these charges. She not in a disrespectful way, but simply she's very adamant about defending these charges, and she will, and that's what we're going to do.
Boggs is free without bail, and a jury trial has tentatively been set for next year in February. Kimberly Terry, Channel 13, Action News.
Now to a developing story we've been following from the start. The nationwide search for the suspected child molester, Chester Stiles, carries on. Police say he sexually assaulted a Southern Nevada toddler on videotape. An attorney representing the family of the girl, police attacked, is now speaking out on the family's behalf. In a news conference yesterday, attorney Terry Donahue said the mom had no idea her child fell victim to a predator and there were no signs of mental, physical, or emotional abuse. It's also believed the abuse occurred while the girl was under the care of a babysitter. The girl is now 7 years old, but Donahue says the sexual assaults likely happened when she was just 3 years old.
I mean, speaking as a father myself, I wish a guy would dig a hole in the desert and put a gun in his mouth. Wild West justice, the way I see it.
Now, the attorney says the daughter does not remember being abused, but you've got to figure there's some harmful, she might say that now, but there's got to be some harmful effects there, certainly. But the mom is saying she remains happy and healthy at this point.
Well, we're told by people who know Stiles he probably was in Las Vegas as recently as 2004, even more recently this past weekend. Federal investigators reported sightings of Stiles as far away as Texas and as near as El Cajon, California. Several sites coming in because his picture has been featured on America's Most Wanted. This case is getting nationwide attention. Now, the story that Stiles is spreading is that he's a survivalist and a former Navy SEAL, but that's not necessarily true. The military, the Navy, says Stiles actually spent less than a year in their service and never completed SEALs training. However, authorities warn that does not mean he is not dangerous.
Stay with Channel 13 Action News for the latest on the manhunt for Chester Stiles. And you can also stay up to date 24 hours a day on our website, KTNV.com. On Action News, update for you right now. Metro is still looking for a suspect who broke into a couple of apartments near Smoke Ranch and Rock Springs. They say he entered through unlocked sliding doors. Nothing was stolen, so they're looking at sexual assault as a possible motive here.
Metro is also searching for a guy they say is behind a string of violent armed robberies. Take a look at this store surveillance video taken over the past few weeks. Police say this guy has stormed into at least 30 different fast food restaurants, robbing the areas at gunpoint.
One of the owners of the fast food restaurant's offering a $2,500 reward. We have been conducting surveillances, things of that nature, in an attempt to take this guy into custody.
No one has been hurt yet in these robberies, but Metro wants to catch this guy as quickly as possible.
Okay, here's a commercial for, things like LoJack and OnStar, things like that. The Strip was shut down yesterday. Guy went out, stole a car. The car had a tracking device on it. It was the OnStar device. So cops were able to just track him with the GPS, find out where he was going, what he was doing, this allegedly stolen car. Police tracked the thief from the air and the ground and tied him to that box that was in the car, got him on the Strip there. It was dangerous there for a while, certainly. Witnesses thought police were shooting a movie. They had no idea they were actually witnessing a real crime.
They told us to get behind the tree. He was one that scared me the most because he was telling me, because he said there might be gunfire, that the police might have to start shooting.
I stumbled up on all this commotion. I'm like, what's going on? I thought it was a movie being shot. But you see all the banged in glass on the car.
Not a movie being shot. The suspect was taken to UMC, minor injuries here, and is now in jail facing a bunch of felony charges.
5 contractors are dead after a chemical fire at a hydroelectric plant in Georgetown, Colorado. This blast happened yesterday inside an underground tunnel where the 9 men were working on a pipeline. Fires trapped the men nearly 2,000 feet below ground. At one point, officials were able to talk to the guys, but emergency crews had to wait until the fire was out to go in. And by that time, it was too late.
Found the parties that went down in the tunnel. There are 5 fatalities. At this point, we do not know exactly who they are. They're not positively identified by the coroner's office, and next of kin has not been notified, obviously, since we don't know who they are.
Well, 4 of the guys who were trapped inside managed to escape by climbing underneath the flames, which burst out over their heads. The company says 9 contractors overall who were in there were applying an anti-corrosive coating inside a pipe when the fire broke out.
And as expected, President Bush has vetoed what has been called the Children's Health Insurance Bill. It's only the 4th veto of Bush's presidency. The measure would have added $35 billion to the SCHIP program. Bush says it would have been a step towards socialized medicine, and that's why he vetoed it. The veto has already become a campaign issue for Democrats who say it's the president's insensitivity to children's health issues. President Bush is not running for re-election, I don't think. He's up. That's no more, can't run for president again. Several governors have also threatened to sue the president.
Another recall of lead-tainted toys from China. 1 million+ Thomas & Friends toys were recalled last month. So the company sent some replacements to the customers. Well, guess what? Had to call those back too. They've got lead as well.
Oh my. Online auction site eBay is warning its users not to try and sell any of those recalled toys. A random check turns up 111 listings on eBay for the Thomas & Friends wooden railway wooden railway toys. Wooden railway toys. I ain't saying it fast. Okay, and I ain't saying it 3 times. They've all been recalled for lead. eBay says they're trying to track down all the contraband, but buyers should watch out. Beware. Wooden railway toys. Okay, if you've got any outstanding traffic tickets out there, we got some good news for you here. Amnesty is on its way. The Las Vegas Municipal Court is offering a traffic warrant moratorium. I'm getting all the tough ones, aren't I, here? A traffic warrant moratorium. It gives drivers in warrant status the chance to pay outstanding fines and also close their case, even stay out of jail. Okay, it's a get-out-of-jail-free card. This only applies to those tickets that don't require mandatory court appearances, so it's happening the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then again on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of this month from 8 to 4. You've got to appear in person at the Regional Justice Center. That's
almost as good as the Library District's moratorium on fines. I wait for that.
Oh, yeah, yes, they do have that.
They'll forgive up to $25. That's a good thing.
Amnesty.
Still ahead on Channel 13 Action News Live at midday. The Hispanic community protesting in Reno today. We'll tell you why.
And we have new video of violence in Myanmar, used to be Burma. We'll show you what demonstrators there are facing in that embattled country.
You're watching Channel 13 Action News with Ricky Cheese and Ron Futrell. Plus, Weather First with Mike Salinas and breaking news from the Action News Hall.
Next Extra, Britney on suicide watch and Britney's babies, their new life without their mom. Then Extras inside John Stamos' bachelor pad.
You're sexy, you're successful. Why are you still single?
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7. It's time to make strides against breast cancer.
So join us this Saturday, October 6th, right here at the JW Marriott in Summerlin. It's not too late, so grab your friends, your coworkers, and your family.
Hope starts here, so join us.
Las Vegas continues to go through a construction boom. But as part of this growth, Laborers Local 872 and its signatory contractors want to remind workers to take time to remember to work safely. The men and women of Laborers Local 872 are working hard to make Las Vegas a better place to live and work. At the end of the day, we want everyone to go home to their families, safe and sound. Life did not begin by accident. Don't let it end as one. Remember, safety first.
Meet me at the Tuscany for good luck and good times. There's no other place to play. Tuscany Suites and Casino. I love it night and day. 'Cause the poker's hot, the slots are loose. Locals got the vibe. Parties on Flamingo, just west of Paradise. Meet me at the Tuscany. Ciao bello.
Just $1. Get 72 channels of Cox Preferred Cable for just $1. Family favorites like Disney and Nickelodeon, yours for just $1. Live sports action on ESPN and Fox Sports, and around-the-clock national and world news on CNN and Fox News. Get all this great programming on Cox for just $1. That's your first month of Cox Preferred Cable for just $1. Call 939-8098 now.
If you've been injured in an accident, let me get your life back in order. I'm Adam Kuttner. I'll make sure you get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible.
Injured? Ask attorney Adam Kuttner, 382-0000.
No matter what you do, you've got to look your absolute best. Absolute Dental, the affordable cosmetic dentists offering free consultations, free whitenings, special discounts, and more. Absolute Dental, with offices valley-wide.
Welcome back to Action News Live at midday. We want to warn you about the video you are about to see. It may disturb you. These are images from Myanmar, used to be Burma. Military violence there against the people who want democracy continues. Extreme government's taken over this country. Their security officers are being seen beating protesters with canes here. The video had to be smuggled out of the country. There are reports that hundreds have been killed in these demonstrations. The demonstrations have been led by Myanmar's Buddhist monks.
All right, much better news back here in the Valley. We'll tell you about that in just a moment, but first, the immigration raids in the Reno area sparking protests in the Hispanic community. Hispanic leaders are planning a march to the federal courthouse today, calling for a boycott of all businesses in the area. This is in the wake of raids last week that netted 54 illegal immigrants. Most were later released for humanitarian reasons. The protesters say those raids were unfair.
And it's a big surprise on the dance floor to tell you about.
That's right. Judges on Dancing with the Stars make a surprising cut. Find out whose dancing days are over, at least on our ABC network, when we come back.
And coming up, cool as the proverbial other side of the pillow. No, not me, the weather. Or it's going to cool off. 11:11 your time. We're back in a minute with the answers.
Dirty Sexy Money is by far the best show of the new season, and it all starts with image.
We want powerful, glamorous, funny, smart, and terrific.
The piece of cake. And all new Dirty Sexy Money, tonight at 10/9 Central on ABC. Start here.
Hey folks, Bill here with Anthem Jewelers. Why should you buy jewelry from us? Because we deal with new and pre-owned custom jewelry, diamonds, and Rolexes. And what's the difference between new and pre-owned jewelry? About half the price. If you want to save big money on your next purchase, see us before you buy. We buy, sell, and trade jewelry. Come see us today at Anthem Jewelers or call us now at 838-2270.
In Nevada, 6 out of 10 people who apply for Social Security disability benefits are denied. If you cannot work because of a permanent disability or illness and have been denied, call us. Because we're here in Nevada, we'll meet with you personally and find a doctor for your claim. At Shook & Stone, we'll guide you through the Social Security process and get you the money you deserve. Shook & Stone, make the law work for you. Call us at 385-2220.
Discover a world of savings during Walker's huge Columbus Day sale. Buy this $3,000 6-piece oak panel bedroom group for just $10.99, and Walker will give you a deluxe queen-size pillow top mattress set for free.
Did you say free?
Plus buy with no down, interest, or payments for 1 year. Join us for free hot dogs and soda. Don't miss the Columbus Day sale going on now.
Furniture. That's all we do.
So tell me, sir, do you really enjoy bike riding so much that you would...
Like it? Are you kidding? Hey, I just can't afford auto insurance, so here I am.
Well, obviously you haven't heard about Auto Insurance America. They can work out an affordable monthly insurance program for nearly anyone. They just might be able to put you and your family back in your car.
Great! I'll check it out as soon as we're back from vacation.
Are we there yet? I'm thirsty.
Come see me, your uncle, at Auto Insurance America. Look for me in the yellow pages.
Action News Weather First Kids, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Injured? Ask attorney Adam Kuttner.
11:14 is the day. Happy hump day to you. One hump, two humps doesn't make a difference. It's a nice looking day out there. Well, the first 24-hour day planning forecast, I think basically we're looking at sunshine. And, you know, right through the noon hour, 85 or thereabouts, 91 by 5. And then by later today, the winds are going to pick up. And as they pick up, we'll start to see the influx of high, thin clouds more than likely coming from the north. I don't think they'll veil off the sky, but you'll see the appearance. Winds now, though, not too terribly dramatic. At the lowest, 1 sunrise, at the highest 7-mile-an-hour winds now at Nellis. Officially at the airport, northeasterly winds at 7. 78 degrees, your current temperature there, just 23% the humidity. 83 downtown, 74 Blue Diamond, 82 Sunrise at 81 degrees down on Henderson. 63 atop Mount Charleston, 80 over the hump at Pahrump, 80 at Laughlin. It's only 77 degrees down there this morning, not much of a variance in temperature so far today there. 79 Logandale and 77 degrees in Boulder City. Weather story, here's what's shaking. Got a cold front to our north and west, and essentially what's going on with it is because it's sort of in a portion of the atmosphere, the way the atmosphere is set up, it's not going to zoom down upon us like many cold fronts would. It's going to take its time getting through. Behind it, markedly colder air. Now here's why it's not going to fly through the atmosphere, almost into a zonal flow. What does that mean? Just means west to east, basically. A little bit of a dip in the atmosphere here, but not so much. So it's going to take its time coming through. Here's your influx of clouds in from the north, but no rainfall for us, I think. Basically, we're just going to look at some wind out ahead of us, and then markedly cooler temperatures. That's the cool as the other side of the proverbial pillow.